Good morning, students. How are you all? This is your teacher, Mrs. Kanan Modi from Standard 4. Students, today we will start with subject English. Today we will learn chapter number 2, Aesop's Fables. Now students, do you know the meaning of fables? Do you know what does fables mean? Okay, so fables are stories. We all love listening to stories, right? So fables are nothing but stories. But this story gives us some good message or good moral values. Now what are moral values? Moral values like honesty, kindness, okay? The fables provide us good moral values. And these values we should always keep in mind as we grow up. Now, one more thing. This fable mostly consists of the animal characters. Now what are animal characters? Animals like dog is there, cat, deer. Okay, so it mostly consists of the animal characters. Understood, student, meaning of fables? Now, Aesop. Do you know who is Aesop? Aesop was a very wise person. Okay, he was a very wise person and he used to live in a country called Greece. Now, this Aesop was the first person who told these fables. Okay, and his fables were so popular. People used to love his fables so much that they used to pass it from generation to generation. Now, what do you mean by generation to generation, students? Generation to generation means something which your great-grandfather told to your grandfather, and your grandfather told to your father, and your father told to you, and so on. Okay? So that is meant by generation to generation. So Aesop's fables were so popular that they used to pass it from generation to generation. Now students, in this lesson, we will teach you two of the most popular Aesop's fables. Okay? The first one I will teach you in this video and the next one in the second video. So are you all ready to listen to the Aesop's fables? Yes? So let us begin. Come. Okay students, so let us begin with the story, The Stag at the Pool. Now before starting, do you know the meaning of stag, students? Okay, this animal which you can see in the picture, it is a stag. Okay, stag is a deer. In deer, you know that there is a male and a female. So the male one is called as a stag. And this is the pool. Everyone knows what is the pool. Okay, students? So let us begin with the story. One day, a beautiful stag came to a pool of clear water. So students, one day a stag had came to drink water. Okay? As you can see in the picture, there is a beautiful stag and he had came to a pool to drink water. As he bent down to drink, he saw his own reflection in the water. Now students, as he bent down to drink, okay, when he bent down to drink the water, he saw his reflection in the water. Now what is the meaning of reflection? Reflection means his own image. Okay, he saw his own image in the water. He was delighted with what he saw. Instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. Now students, he was very happy to look at his reflection. Okay, he was very happy with his image. And instead of drinking water, he kept it looking at his own reflection. How handsome I look, he said to himself. Looking at his own reflection, he started talking to himself. He said, wow, how handsome I look. How beautiful are these curving antlers. How they add to my beauty. How graceful they look. And what he said further, he said, ki, wow, these antlers are so beautiful. Now, do you know the meaning of antlers? Can you see this picture, students? This is antlers. Antlers are horns, okay? See here, you can see now, these are the horns. Horns on the head of the animal are called antlers. So, his antlers were very beautiful. So, he was very happy, okay? Then he moved nearer and saw his legs reflected in the water. Then he moved further, okay, he moved more nearer and he saw his legs in the water, okay. He saw the image of his legs in the water and he was Not very happy. He was quite disgusted. Disgusted means he was not very happy to look at his legs. He did not like his legs. Okay. Look at my legs. They are so ugly. All spindly with small feet. Now students, as you can see, his legs are very thin. You can see now. So he said कि my legs are very ugly. All spindly with small feet. Spindly means very long and thin. As you can see in the picture, it is very long and very thin. Okay. So he did not like his legs and he find them very ugly. How I wish that nature had given me legs worthy of my stately antlers. And what he said, कि I wish that nature or God has given me legs as beautiful as my antlers, as my stately antlers. Stately means grand antlers. Okay, students? As he was brooding in his way, the stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool. Now students, after thinking about his leg, he was walking quietly, okay, thinking sadly and walking. And as he was walking, he heard an arrow going swish across the pool. Arrow going swish across the pool means he can hear some arrows coming across the pool, okay. At the same time, he picked up the scent of the hunters. And he also picked up the scent of the hunters. Now students, these animals, they have a very good sense of smell. They can smell if there is any hunter coming. They can smell it. Okay. So he picked up the scent of the hunters and he understood that some hunters are coming and they are throwing these arrows. Okay. With a quick turn, he bounded away, and as soon as he understood that some hunters are coming, he bounded away. Bounded away means to run with long steps, or to leap forward means to run very quickly, okay, with long steps. His legs carried him swiftly into the forest, and his legs, as you can see in the picture, carried him swiftly means with a very great speed, okay, very quickly into the forest. The hunters were hot on his trail, but they were no match for his speed. Now these hunters, they were very hot on his trail. Hot on his trail means they were about to catch the deer. They were very close to him, but they could not match the speed of the stag. The stag ran very quickly. Soon the stag left the hunters far behind, and now the stag ran so quickly that the hunters were left very far, okay, very far behind. Safe and out of the hunters' reach, the stag slowed down. Now the hunters were very far behind and the stag was safe out of the hunters' reach. So he started to walk slowly now, okay. Suddenly, without realizing it, he walked into a thicket. Now students, you know what happened? Suddenly, without realizing means as he moved down thinking, without realizing he walked into a thicket. Now you can see this is thicket. Thicket means what? Where a lot of trees grow close to each other, okay. Jhadiya, in Hindi we say it as jhadiya. So he walked into a thicket, and alas, the same antlers of which he was so proud got caught into the thick growth. And what happened, students, as you can see in the picture, his antlers, it got stuck into the thicket. It got caught into the thicket. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got into the branches. He tried a lot to remove his antlers, but the more he tried, the more it was getting entangled, the more it was getting caught into the branches. Once again, the stag could hear the hunters drawing close and grew afraid. Now, once again, the stag was able to understand that the hunters are coming close, and he was very afraid now. At last, with great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and bounded away. And at last, with lot of difficulty, after lot of trying, his antlers got free from that branches and he ran away. I realized that my ugly feet saved my life. Now students, stag realized, what he realized, that the feet which he was considering as very ugly, that feet saved his life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they could have been the cause of my death. And what he thought, that I was very proud of these antlers, but it could have been the cause of its death, because the antlers got entangled into the branches and the hunters may have caught them, caught him and killed him. So it could have been the reason of his death. And what he understood, what was the moral? Very often we dislike the very things that are most useful to us. What is meant by this, students? What is the moral of this story? That we often do not like the things which are most useful to us. We often complain that this is not good, but we should never complain. We should like everything which God has given to us. Understood, students? I hope everyone enjoyed this story very much and understood the whole story. Okay, students? Thank you.